Hey, what's up, guys? It's TJ here, and welcome to Rants and Raves. It is episode 3, and we are going to be talking about something that there has been a lot of hype over, but not really much conversation about, and that is the Steam OS coming out, as well as what it's doing, like where the phenomenon of this situation is. Blah 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 blah. Anyways. Yeah, so basically what's happening in the gaming world as far as mass distribution and distribution of digitally. Yeah, so I'm going to be talking about SteamOS a little bit, why I'm excited about it, but also the questions it raises, and it's, how other companies are going to retaliate, because obviously not every company uses Steam or chooses to use Steam. So first off, I'd like to start out with why SteamOS kind of became a necessity, and why they're actually doing it from what I've been told and from what I understand. Valve is very upset with Windows. They're very upset with Microsoft. They're upset with everybody, and they're huge Linux junkies. Unfortunately, there isn't a lot of support in gaming for Linux. Now, what SteamOS is in essence, that's kind of weird. What Steam is in essence, or SteamOS is what they're doing basically is it's a retaliation to Windows 8, because Windows 8 is a nightmare to game on. It has an extreme amount of back end. The processes, the system itself runs very hot. So it takes up a lot of resources that you would want to be pushed towards your game. So it has uses up a lot of memory in the system. It uses up a lot of CPU. So when you're running in the background, it doesn't really benefit you to play games on it. 7 is a little bit better. XP is better than that. I mean, they've made their improvements in their operating systems over the years, but they seem to be moving in a direction that doesn't benefit gamers. Unfortunately, NVIDIA and ATI and Radeon and all these companies that are pushing out these graphics cards and this hardware don't really have much support on Linux, and it's just kind of a mess in that department. I know they're moving forward in it, but even at that. In that perspective, game developers aren't making games that are compatible with Linux. I mean, it's moving in that direction. There are some, but you're still very limited if you have a Linux operating system and play games. So that's, I think, what SteamOS is trying to alleviate. They're saying, we're going to make operating system based on the Linux kernel. It's going to be streamlined. So you're going to have something like 30% more of your hardware is going to be able to go towards your games, as opposed to going into running your background services and operating system and all that junk. So they're really focusing on making it a better operating system for people that run games on their computers. So I'm excited about that. Now, the issue that I have, and this has been like a weird out of left field, because I've been so blindsided by SteamOS. I'm just super excited for it, and nothing can go wrong. Well, there's a couple things that I have thought about while, pondering this topic, and this isn't necessarily a rant and rave, but it is kind of a head scratcher. And the couple of things that I've come up with is, how is it going to be compatible with EXEs? How are they going to make it compatible with the .exe? Are we going to be, us Windows users for so long, are we going to be able to jump into that and feel like it is it's a viable replacement? Or am I still going to be able to run my Sony Vegas, for my recordings, for making my videos? Am I still going to be able to run a lot of the programs that are Windows based? Also, another thing that I'm drawing a blank here right now, I don't know why you other brothers can't deny. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I remembered what I was going to say. So we have Steam making their own operating system, but a lot of games aren't on Steam, right? So it's kind of an interesting situation here. Are you going to be able to run games that aren't necessarily on Steam on the Steam operating system? So say games that are on like Uplay or Origin, are those going to be able to be ran on the Steam OS? Another thing is everyone's been talking about, it's kind of funny that they say it's only on Xbox, but I can play it on PC. Well, that's because we're on a Microsoft product. We're on a Windows operating system. So what happens when these games now come out that are, Xbox only, but, you're on the Steam OS now. You're not on Windows anymore. Will you not be able to play those games? Are you shutting yourself out of more games by doing the Steam OS? So that's kind of where I'm pondering. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And these are questions that I think are important to ask. It's going to create this rift where game companies may not support it. I don't know. I think it's amazing. I think it's a great thing that they're doing. And more than likely, if I have to dual boot, I will. But more than likely, I will have Steam OS on my computer in one way or another. I'd prefer not to have to dual boot. I would prefer for it to have the background processes, like the, just the basic things like a calculator and, be able to word process. And, that's the kind of thing that I want to make sure that it is an operating system, not a game platform like Big Picture, Steam's Big Picture. I want to make sure that it's something a little bit more robust as far as what us PC users use. Because I didn't build my computer just to play games on it. I surf on it, I watch movies on it, I do my recordings on it, I record my audio on it, I edit my videos on it. I do a lot of stuff on my computer, needless to say. So it's going to be kind of interesting on what they're going to be doing with it. But I'm excited, So I guess I'm going to keep it a short one. It wasn't really a rant, or maybe a rave. I don't know. Maybe. Whatever. But I'm going to keep it kind of short. For you guys, I'm curious, are you excited about SteamOS? I know a lot of my friends have been talking about it. I know a lot of my friends are into it. Are you excited about SteamOS? If you are, what are you most excited about? What's the feature that you've heard about that you're really excited about? If you're not so much, tell me why, what reasons you're kind of skeptical. And tell me what you think, guys. I'd love to hear it in the comments below. Let me know. I will be bringing this episode to a close. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you guys next Monday. Hopefully I get it out on Monday. I'll see you guys next Monday. Thanks for watching Rants and Raves. All right, guys. See you later. Peace.